In this guide, I'll show you how to set up your own server for Windrose using Gportal. We'll go step by step from ordering the server all the way to joining it in-game. I'll keep things simple and easy to follow, so you can just pause whenever you need and set it up alongside me. If you use the link in the description, it will take you straight to the website and apply a 10% discount to your order. Before we start, make sure you have created a Gportal account and are logged in. To order your Windrose server, you might see it featured in the top banner, or you can click on Rent a Server and search for Windrose. It will show up here. While it's currently marked as pre-order, once the game is released in early access, this will change to order. Let's click it. Here we are presented with a few preset options. For example, 6 slots for 30 days, 6 slots for 90 days, or 8 slots for 30 days. Alternatively, you can create your own configuration, which is what we're gonna do. First, we choose the number of player slots. Windrose currently supports a maximum of 8 players, but the developers recommend keeping it around 4 players for the best experience. In this case, it looks like the minimum available is 6 slots, so we'll go with that. Next, we choose the subscription duration. This determines how often you will be billed for the server. Keep in mind, the subscription renews automatically, and the discount only applied to the first billing period. After that, it will return to the original price. For this setup, we're gonna go for 90 days. You can choose whatever you need. Here you can choose the server location. For me, I'll select Central Europe, since that is the closest region. You should choose whichever location is closest to you or your group. Once everything is set, click Continue. After confirming your settings, you'll be taken to the payment page. Here you can complete your payment using PayPal or any other of the available options shown. Once the payment is completed, go to the My Servers tab on the left side. This is where all your rented servers will be listed. Since I already have another server running, I can see both here. But if this is your first one, you should only see one single server. Right now, my server is set to stopped. It is not running yet. Let's click on the Windrose server to open the dashboard. On the first page, you can see the current status of the server, along with some additional options. For example, verifying your game files or enabling automatic restarts when the updates are released. For now, we'll just move into basic settings. First thing we need to do is set a server name. This will make it easier to recognize when joining later. Since I'm setting this up for a collaboration, I will call this Beeblebum CC Windrose server. Next, we need to set the invite code. This is the code you'll use to find the server once you're in-game. You can also set the password, which will protect your server from unwanted players. Then set max players to whatever number you want to allow on the server, depending on how many people you want to play with. Once everything is set, click Save. Before we go ahead, let's double check everything. Then I'll copy the invite code and click on Start Server. Now we're gonna jump into the game. Once you create it and set up your character, click Play. Then select Connect to Server. Enter your invite code here and click Find. If everything is set up correctly, your server should appear here. Select it, enter your password and connect. If everything is correct, you'll now load into the server. I'll quickly go through the introduction until we arrive on the island. Now that we're in the world, the server has created the world safe. This is important because now we can go back and adjust the world settings. So let's head back to the Gportal dashboard. I wasn't able to find any way to change these settings directly in the basic settings page, so we'll need to use the file manager. Before making any changes, make sure the server is stopped. Now open the file manager and navigate through the following folders: R5, Saved, Save Profiles, Default, RocksDB, 0.10, Worlds, and then your world seed. You should normally only see one seed there. Scroll down and look for the file worlddescription.json and open it. And before we continue, it is a good idea to save a copy of the original file to your PC. That way, if anything goes wrong while editing, you can simply restore the original settings. Inside this file, you find the world settings. For example, shared quest progression, exploration settings, and difficulty values. To better understand these values, it helps to compare them with the endgame settings. In the game, you can open the difficulty options, and you'll see that all the values are set to 100% by default. If you move the sliders all the way to the right, you'll see that most of the values go up to 500, except for the enemy ship modifier, which goes up to 250%. Now, comparing this to the file, if a value of 1 equals 100%, then a value of 5 equals 500%. So if you want to increase the difficulty to 500%, you would have to set the value to 5. Or if you want to set it to something like 150%, you would set it to 1.5. Once you have made your changes, save the file. Then go back to your basic settings, start the server again, and now you can jump back into the game. And that is how you set up your Windrose server using Gportal. If you want to set one up yourself, you can use the link in the description. It will take you straight to the correct page and apply a 10% discount on your first order. It also supports the channel, so I really appreciate it. And with that, thanks so much for watching. Enjoy your time in Windrose.